I'm Chevy the Superstar.
And I'm Toya.
And this is Two Snaps in a Circle,
Ow.
where we give you movie news that you can use.
And movie reviews you can't refuse.
Yeah.
Let's do this. What I
Hey,
say?
Stacy. Thank you for the cheer.
Thank you for the
Or the
chill.
bits, however you call them. However you name them.
Good. Got thousands of
Um, oh, that being said, oh yeah, that is right. That's
That
right.
is right. Your girl's been doing this for a second. What was the
Girls
thing?
been doing it. Oh, I got a follower.
Things been coming out of the pandemic, y'all. Not, it's not all negative stuff that came out of the lockdown and the pandemic. It's a lot of amazing things. And one I really can say is wow, wow, wow. Two snaps in the circle. Just because
We have been
sincerely,
here for
oh
a
my God,
year.
a whole year we have dedicated ourselves weekly to showing up live with y'all. What up, though, Nine Dudes? We have showed up weekly to deliver y'all what we now call our movie news and our movie reviews and our movie quote, and just like this beautiful audience that we have and people that come and hang out with us every week. My gosh, I can't believe it. Can you believe we're here? I can't believe we're actually here.
I mean, yes,
Mm-hmm.
because I stream anyway. So yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't believe
It
we're
was
here.
bound to happen.
I
You was
can't
bound to
believe we're here.
you got like it's just nice to be in a group. You know what I'm saying? It's just nice to be in
Yes, I
a group.
agree. I agree. Me and Stacey were just talking about that earlier today.
It feels
Yes,
it
it's
feels
like a real thing that we do. It's like a part of our daily, weekly
yeah.
routine.
Oh my God. It's gotten to a point where friends are like, I know Thursday nights.
Off limits.
Off limits. Oh, I know what you doing. You getting ready? You getting ready for your show? Like, yes, I know. What you watching?
Respect.
It's just
Respect.
I like it. I like it. I like
Respect.
it.
I was saying respect.
Respect. Put some respect on my name.
Respect.
Let's
But
talk about
yes,
the ones
we
though.
have been doing this for a year. But what I do want to start doing, because
Mhm.
our contest winner from our Instagram live,
Whoop.
Sarah Bliss on Instagram,
Ow, ow.
told me in the DMs that she appreciated how we explain how Twitch works. So for our YouTube subscribers, we just want to let you know that Twitch is a live streaming platform.
Mhm.
And if you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account, and then you'll have a premium Twitch account, which allows for you to get free games and
Mhm.
loot
Look at that.
and discounts. So if you have kids that play video games, or if you play video games yourself, it's something that is beneficial to you. And if you don't have an Amazon Prime account, you can still log into Twitch and sign up. Soldier Boy's here. Grizzly is here.
Mhm.
DJ Stacy J is here. Nine
Boom.
Deuce is here.
Oh my God.
Timberland is here. T
Anya.
Pain is
Oh
here.
my God.
Anya's here, and we're here.
Yeah, we're here. Come on. It is plenty. And I believe like anytime a space is created for us to link up when we're talking about that worldwide perspective, I think that you should take advantage of those things, because it is a true and great opportunity to say that I know someone in the UK. Like if I ever went that way, please believe I'm hollering at Tanya. Like, girl, where you at? So I can visit. For real, for real. Where you at? I'm coming through. Not drag queens are here.
And Nine Deuce, where are you? You in Japan or you in Korea? Because I was saying something about that earlier, and I was like, I don't know where he is exactly. I don't know why I don't know this, but I feel like I should know that more. But yeah, so we're here and we appreciate you guys for being here. I do have some movie news for you guys today, and I will deliver that. Also, guys, Twitch just announced that affiliates are gonna get like 5 emotes now,
Okay.
animated emotes now.
Okay.
I just want to know if it's gonna be like tier based or do you get 5 level 1 based
Mm,
emotes?
mm, mm.
But we'll see.
Ciao.
Okay, you in Korea. Okay.
Korea. My emo be twerking. I love it.
Oh shoot. All right, y'all ready? Ooh, why is it all the way up there? Okay. That's weird. Okay, here we go. Ba 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 ba. Movie news. All right.
Let's do it.
So Disney Plus had a like an event last Friday where they dropped a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm not
Mm.
gonna tell y'all everything, honestly. You can go you heard them, didn't you? uh, but they
What?
had a lot of content that they're releasing on Disney Plus. I'm gonna just drop a couple of things. They're coming out with a Baymax TV show that will be streaming on Disney Plus in summer of 22. Baymax is from Big Hero 6. I watched that movie last year. No, this year with little Tristan and Jarrell. And that movie had me in a tizzy,
You
okay?
said
It is
you
a
had
really
ters. Ters.
it's a really good movie. So I'm sure the show is gonna be really good. It had me on an emotional roller coaster.
Mm, mm,
Um,
mm.
there's gonna be a Cheaper by the Dozen movie coming out in March of 22. There will be a live action Pinocchio movie starring Tom Hanks, Cynthia Erivo, Luke Evans, and Luke Evans, sorry. And that premieres in fall of 2022. The Proud Family trailer dropped. They show clips of the Princess Tiana show they're making. They show stills from the Obi-Wan TV show that's coming out. Now this is the hot stuff. They released titles for more Marvel television shows that we will be getting. What we knew about Secret Invasion, Marvel Zombies, Agatha's House of Harkness, Iron Heart, I Am Groot, Spider Man Freshman Year,
What?
Echo, starring Mr. Harry Styles himself, um, What If Season 2, She Hulk, Miss Marvel, which we knew about She Hulk and Miss Marvel, and What If Season 2, and Moon Knight. And this is the really big thing that I thought was cool from all of that because I thought it was a rumor, but it was actually true. X-Men, the cartoon, it's called X-Men 97, but it's X-Men, the cartoon from when we were kids. They're not remaking it, they're adding on to it
Okay.
because that show left us on a cliffhanger that they
Mhm.
never finished. So instead of remaking the show, they're taking X-Men 97 and they're adding on to the episodes with original art style that from that show and from that time
Really
with the original voice actors, and they're adding on and continuing that series.
interesting. I love that.
It's
I like
amazing
that. That's a
because they
good concept.
literally left us on a freaking cliffhanger.
I haven't watched that shit since I was a kid. Like,
Left us on a whole cliffhanger.
mhm.
Okay. First teaser trailer for Halo, the television series that will be streaming on Paramount Plus in 2022. I think that's convenient because they just dropped Halo on the Xbox. If you don't know, you can now download multiplayer mode for free and not Game Pass free. I'm talking about absolutely free on Xbox and Steam. If Stacy says Steam, you can
Mm.
confirm that, Stacy. Um, official trailer for Dog, the movie, um,
My
starring
dog
Channing Tatum. Are we still?
I believe so. Let me double check. I was actually just going to go check to make sure we were. I swear, I was like, let me go double check. I
Because I'm
believe
like, are we still streaming?
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Okay.
You are
Stacy just said something, so we still
okay.
good. Okay.
Thanks, Lacey.
I wonder what happened. I don't know. All right. Back to the news. What y'all miss? Tell me what the last thing y'all heard. I'll repeat it. Because StreamYard don't tell us when the stuff drop
It,
out.
it will not.
It
It will
just drop it just drops out.
man.
And it's crazy because it'll drop out for no apparent reason.
Yeah, it's
Um
so weird.
I don't understand it, but StreamYard definitely will not tell us. It'll just keep recording us. Um so official trailer for Dog movie starring Channing Tatum released. He taken a PTSD German Shepherd from on a road trip to go to his owner's funeral.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It looked cute, but I don't know if I
Oh,
can watch
yeah.
it because it's gonna remind me of Pepper.
Yeah. Anytime I see a German Shepherd, because that's what you have, right? A German Shepherd.
Yes,
Anytime that I immediately think of Pep. I immediately think of Pep. And Pep
yes.
is like, if you've never met Pep, she is so like personable and really like sweet and just like adorable and just like wants love and plays a lot. And it's just like, so yeah, it's like, I can't get too emotionally attached to no like fake dogs because I'm going to think about
Uh,
a real dog friend.
uh. Turning Red, a Disney Pixar movie about a Asian young lady who turns into a red panda at a certain age. It premieres in March of 2022. It looks really cute. It looks really cute.
Friend
It made me
adorable.
laugh.
I was cracking up from the moment it came on to like the moment it went up. Like for real, Parker and Pepper are best friends.
They really are. They really are. I got a story about that. I'll tell you after movie news. Okay.
Yes,
Pam and Tommy official trailer dropped. Teaser trailer dropped. It'll be on Hulu on February 2nd. It's a TV show about how the sex tape between Pam and Tommy Lee was found and distributed around the world.
yes,
Interesting.
that's dope. They look they did a great. They did a great job with casting. But my black ass immediately zoomed in on Pam and Tommy from Martin. That's my mind just went straight. I knew exactly what you were talking about, but my mind went to Pam. They're getting the spinoff after all these years, but
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
immediately went to that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Doctor Strange in the
Take your time.
wait
Take
a
your time.
minute. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness cast and crew will shoot 6 days a week until the end of the year to finish on time. It's set to be re-released on March 2nd. I mean 6th of 2022. They're doing reshoots. So I'm not that's
Um,
scary.
it
Somebody
is. Oh
didn't
my
like it.
God, such a tight schedule. I
I
about
wonder if it
they
was too Sam Raimi.
had
What if it was
ooh
too scary?
ooh
What if it was
ooh. I
too
wonder.
movie and not enough Marvel?
Mm, mm.
Because that's why people don't like Eternals. It was a
And it makes a
film
lot of
made by the
sense.
Oscar award-winning director, and she
Yeah,
turned
yeah,
Marvel into a film, and the
yeah.
people didn't like that.
Too much movie, not enough Marvel. I love that. I love that description because it really. Because I'm not gonna lie, if nobody told me that's what it was, I would have been like, "Oh, a different superhero," like
Yeah.
we shall see. We
So we
shall.
heard that the Rogue Squadron that was supposed to be directed by Peggy Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman 1 and 2, was going to be delayed, but we recently found out this week that it's being delayed because of creative differences between herself and Lucasfilms.
Ooh,
Mm.
let's see.
Hmm. Now
Let's
maybe if that Wonder Woman 2 would have been good, she would have been able to do whatever the hell she wanted to.
Shouldn't have took it back to 84.
Yeah, nah, that was not a good movie. Um,
I fell asleep on that damn movie, I think.
Michael Keaton is set to reprise his role in a secret Marvel film as Vulture. We already see that he's going to make a cameo in Mobius, excuse me, because those are two different people. Mobius with Jared Leto, but I guess he's working on another project with Marvel as well.
Hmm.
Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
Um
I'm like, what? This is new for me.
Trailer for Don't Look Up finally released. They've shown us clips, they've shown us pictures, and then they decide that we need a trailer like they haven't shown us clips and pictures since literally January 1st. Um the film drops on Netflix on December 24th.
Like a week.
Wait. Okay, I ain't even going to read that. Speaking of Harry Potter, this was also movie news that I delivered Tuesday. If you were in the live stream on Instagram,
Yes.
the core Harry Potter cast set to return for the 20th anniversary of the Sorcerer's Stone with HBOMax special that will be released on New Year's Day.
Yes.
And they dropped the cast list too, as well.
Yes. So exciting. So extremely exciting. I can't.
So Mobius is Luke Owen Wilson's character from Loki. And Morbius is Jared Leto's character, correct? Nine dudes.
Hell's up, baby.
T'Challa will never be recast in the 616 Marvel universe. That's our Marvel universe that we have come to know and love. But if they ever cross universes, we may see a different T'Challa, and it may be triggering for a moment, but we will be okay.
We will be we're gonna make it through. It's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna make it through.
Martin Scorsese is set to direct a
I got you.
Grateful Dead biopic starring Jonah Hill as Jesse Garcia. That's a serial killer. Jerry Garcia.
Yes. Yo, when I seen that pic, I was like, I see it. I see it. I love a good casting moment, man. I love a good casting moment.
There's a Pumpkinhead remake in the works at Paramount. Now, I don't know if it's going to be exclusive to Paramount Plus or if this is a movie that is going to release in the movie theater, but I am interested to see a Pumpkinhead remake. Every time I seen Pumpkinhead growing up, I just thought it looked so not good. Like, I mean, Pumpkinhead is scary because he looked like a pumpkin and an alien mixed together, but like just generally other than that, it wasn't scary. So I like to see a remake with some practical effects and some CGI. You know, I would like to see that. To see if they can do some more. Because that's like
this is definitely like a pumpkin and Predator had a baby.
Yeah, like a xenomorph. And you said Predator, but like, yeah, like they just mixed it all together real quick. Mel Gibson is set to direct Lethal Weapon 5.
Well, that's
I never seen Lethal Weapon.
Like none of them. Not a one.
Nope.
I mean, you're really not missing anything. Like it's very, Bad Boys 2, like all the infamous good cop, bad cop, like that vibe. But I'm happy to see that they're bringing it back. I guess I'm interested in how they're going to do that. But I have to say, every time I have watched a Lethal Weapon, I've enjoyed it.
What is LWS?
Lethal Weapon 5.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I'm like, I can't see. I thought that was an S. So I was like, what the hell is that?
Damn. What that is?
Get some new glasses. These ain't doing nothing. These ain't doing nothing.
Ain't doing nothing for you, girl.
I'll be getting Lethal Weapon mixed with Predator because the first Predator had Donald Glover in it.
Got you.
So I get them mixed up. Well, maybe not the first Predator. Maybe it's the second Predator.
Yeah,
No, the first
I'm
Predator got Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's the
Arnold
second Predator I'm
Schwarzenegger
referring to.
yeah.
Because that's when he come to America. Well, that's where he comes to like the city.
Yeah, I
So
get all the predators mixed up.
I
They
might be wrong about all of this.
and that is fine, and that is just fine.
I might just be talking out the side of my neck. Like, you know how sometimes you see a scene and then you see another scene and then you mix the shit together and then it's just like you done made your own damn movie. Like
Our own movie has been made. We should start doing that, splicing movies in together.
Lethal Weapon Predator.
Lethal
5. Well, that's 10. 5. Like, oh shoot. Okay. The first so what I think was a bad move on the part of HBO Max
Mhm.
is they were trying to pander to the adults while Disney was releasing all of these bow 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 on Friday, and they dropped the trailer for Sex in the City in the midst of all of that, so it kind of got disheveled and missed because we looking at Sarah Jessica Parker as Hocus Pocus. We ain't think about Sex in the City at that moment because they
No.
dropped it bombs after bombs after bombs, but they did drop the trailer for the new series Sex in the City, and just like that, it will have a 2-episode premiere on December 9th on HBOMax.
Let's go. I'm excited for that.
And finally, the second trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home, I think that's the name of the movie,
Mhm.
dropped yesterday. Well, no, the day before yesterday.
Mhm.
And it was very triggering
Whew.
for me personally
Mhm.
because y'all not
Mhm.
killing Zendaya. Like, I mean, I know that's not Zendaya, but y'all can't let me. I'm not watching her die like I watch Easy A, Emma Stone die in Amazing Spider-Man. Y'all not traumatizing me like that. I'll never forget. Me and my daddy and Camille went to go see The Amazing Spider-Man Part 2.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx was in it.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield, Emma
Yep.
Stone.
Mhm.
She died.
Spoiler
We
alert.
was like, oh, yeah, spoiler alert. We was like, what the hell? My daddy literally looked at us and was like, she dead? Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, cause
Nobody left out of that theater like, oh my God, that was good. Everybody was so despondent when they left out of the theater. It was just kind of like,
did they really do that?
all right,
Yeah.
that was not. I mean, because the way she died, it was like the way she died.
Uh-huh.
It was
Uh-huh.
just like, oh, this is, ugh. Oh. But Spider-Man No Home trailer drops. There was a lot of things happening, and
A lot of shit happening.
oh, GFT in here. I don't want to say too much. So
What
you don't
up?
watch them trailers. You don't watch them trailers.
All I can
Thank
say is
you.
they bring it's like having all your exes in the same but like they had amnesia so they don't really remember exactly who you are but they like all the memories
That's
coming
so
back at the same
funny that
time.
that's how you categorize that, because that's hilarious. Because actually, it's because it's he's they're looking at a Spider-Man from another universe,
They
and
have
that's why they
no
don't know who
idea. They like fuck you.
you talking about
But you got on
Anthony.
the suit, so fuck you. You can get it too. He can get it. The other one, Peter Parker can get it. You can get it.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Thank you, GFT Radio, for the months of subscriptions, the 3 months of subscribery.
You,
Appreciate it. Appreciate
you.
it so much. All right. So that
Woo.
is ba 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 movie news.
You carry that now, baby. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. We are some bad people. We are. we Voldemort and the crew. We are Voldemort and the Death Eaters. They said, guess what, Peter? We're coming for you, baby.
Peter?
I mean, Peter. Damn,
Harry? Oh my.
I'm getting my worlds mixed up. My universes mixed up. They said, Potter, we're coming for you. And we ain't stopping. Y'all, we watch Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, part one. And wow. Harry, Ron, and Hermione race against time and evil to destroy the Horcrux that uncover the existence of three of the most powerful objects in the wizarding world, the Deathly Hallows. And boy, oh boy, we learned a lot. We see a lot. We have fun times. We have sad times. We like the multiplying of Harry wasn't fun. Not from what it stems from. Not what I thought it was fun.
Because I knew somebody was about to die.
I thought it was definitely like warm my heart up a little bit and make me laugh a little bit before some bad shit happened. Yes, that's what happened. But for sure, that was like the last fun little moment of like anything that felt like
everything else was like, why y'all laughing? Why y'all hugging? Why y'all kissing?
All of that mystical, magical, beautiful wizardry, what you know of the beginning of the school year going on, like it's like when you know it's your senior year in college, when you don't go to homecoming and all that because you're swamped with your dissertation. Like it's nothing. You're eating ramen noodles. You're broke as hell. You're hungry. You want to party, you can't because you are swamped with work. You are zoned in. And oh man, this had me cry. I had a bad dream. Watching this movie. I had a bad dream.
How do you have a bad dream while you was watching the movie?
No, after.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
After watching the film and going to bed with that on my mind, I had a bad dream.
It was definitely a stressful film.
It had me stressed, and I was stressed in my bad dream too. It was horror.
But you know what I realized? I've seen that movie before.
Please, what do you recall?
I recall all of it. I started watching it when they literally pulled up at the house after. I literally started weddings and shit.
Okay.
And Harry and Hermione got transferred to London, and that's when I started watching it. And when I stopped watching it is when Dobby died, because I was like, I don't even know these people, and I'm sad, so I ain't watching this no more.
Damn, sad.
I seen that almost the whole movie, and I wiped it out of my memory. Wiped it out of my memory. Well, I remembered why I stopped watching it.
Yes, and you know what? Hearing what you say and knowing what I know, the way it starts off, it's dark. That Warner Brothers shows up, not fun. It ain't no.
It scared me how, like, it got like the WB got rusted out. I was like, oh my God, what are y'all trying to tell me?
Yes. What are y'all
I just watched the movie today. I don't ever do that. I didn't want to watch it.
Really?
I knew. I felt like it was gonna stress
me out. Girl. They take a so what they start off. We're at the Draco family, the Malfoy's mansion, right?
Yeah, but we see Snape like he coming in with the Death Eater black smoke.
He came like a bad bitch for sure.
He really did.
Like a bad bitch, but I knew he wasn't delivering or going to hang out with anybody that we know and love. I knew that he was going to be with them. And we get Voldemort like, oh, I didn't think you was gonna show up, alluding to like this thing that it's like, are you still wondering? Are you really
You're
over?
gonna have to show and prove
Yes,
every
you really,
time.
every time. Next time, I advise that you be here first. Beat me here. Don't meet me here. Beat me here, Mister. Wanna come in like a bad bitch?
Oh, but we forgot. You forgot. You forgot.
What? 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 What?
Wait, no, maybe that is the beginning. Beginning. I don't know, child.
It
I
is.
can't watch the movie the same day. I can't watch the movie the same day.
I believe so.
That's the beginning, girl. Do your
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I'll just chime in from to the point
I
where this
got
is
you.
over
I got you.
because it's
So
stressing me out. It
he
was stressing
he
me out.
comes, yeah, I probably didn't make it no better the way I'm stressed out, like the way I'm describing it. So he sit down with everybody, and we see this woman, very the likeness of a deer, dead deer hanging off of a wall, but she is very much alive, and it's scary because you're like, is she being sacrificed? Who is that? She's upside down. We don't know who she is.
She's floating in the
She's just
air like
floating, hanging in the
she
air.
being tortured. And
Yeah,
what killed me is when
oh,
Snape walked in the room, he looked at her and
and
I was like, oh, what is he doing? Like in that moment, I was like, what is he doing?
yeah,
He
yeah.
like a damn cop that's in too deep.
He like, 'cause you seen it on his face, like, oh man, damn, dang.
I didn't
Till
know they was gonna go for
I
her.
know, I knew I was having to deliver information today, but I didn't know that they won't do this today on the day
But
that.
it's like he did that to see what he was going to do.
Oh, most definitely. And so we find out through Snape that the protection spell that's on Harry has lifted. He's not 17 yet, so they should be able to track him pretty easily. But still know that the order is keeping him very under wraps. So, but we still need to be on the lookout. We sending out the Death Eaters. We sending out the
Yeah, but
assassins.
he gave information to know where he was gonna be at. He gave him the
Yeah,
information for
right.
the safe house that they was taking him to.
Correct, correct. Um, so he, this whole scene, we find out a lot of information. We we find out that Voldemort's wand is
Tethered to Harry's.
tethered to Harry's. So now we see why Voldemort be chilling, like, he be chilling because, one wrong slip and he could be out for the count. If he keep playing, because the way, because Harry be about his ish. So you know, we learn Lucius. Oh my God, the Malfoy family. They are Big Draco. He is scared AF. Like,
Big Draco is scared, but they
little
all scared. The only person,
bit.
either you got to be crazy to not be scared. I feel like the only person wasn't scared of him is maybe Snape and Bellatrix.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Because
I
again,
and
oh, Bellatrix is like, let me at him. I got this. If you want me to go get Harry, I'll go do it. It's just like, dang, like I
it's again reiterating the fact that baby girl, I am going to be the one to kill Harry Potter.
yes, yes,
Peter
yes.
Pettigrew back there with his metal Michael Jackson
Ooh,
hand, because he never gave him his hand back. You just, to me, this scene showed how real rap raw Voldemort is, but not in a way where they want us to show it, because that's how real rap raw he is. We only need to see a little bit, because if they showed us more, we would be scared too.
We'd be scared too. And the
But
moment
they were
comes,
scared, and that's what made me scared.
yes,
Like,
and the moment comes where we understand why,
yeah.
the one that shall not be named. We understand why you should be scared of him, because he killed that woman. He
But
killed the
what was
woman.
really
And she
scary?
was somebody from the she was somebody
She
from
taught
Hogwarts.
Muggle studies, and that's
Yep.
what really scared me about this movie per se, because it felt like neo-Nazi kind of regime taking over and categorizing humans as lesser beings that need to be destroyed, all of them. That's why in the newspaper, before we even saw, I mean, after this, we saw like people, muggles getting killed and all of these different things. And it's just like because they thought they were inferior. I mean, back to the mud blood things that little Big Draco said
Mhm.
in whatever movie, which one it was, but I think that was part two.
Yeah,
But
like what's like the source? No, that's
you
sorcery.
know, it was just very scary, the propaganda that Voldemort was spreading, and the he had a table of 25 people that sat there, and whether they believed him or went with him because they were afraid of him, or they believed him and went with him because they believed in what he was saying, it was very scary because every wizard is not of pure wizard blood. Every wizard, some of them people are not even like Hermione. Her
Yeah,
parents are both muggles.
yeah,
She has no wizarding blood inside of her at all.
yeah,
So to know that it's people in the wizarding world that are this hell bent on keeping the bloodline pure, that they would kill and hurt people to do that, innocent people that don't even know they exist, was really like that scene wasn't like scary in the sense of like boogie boogie boo, but it was scary in the sense of the context, like especially being that I'm a full grown adult, that it's
yes,
like damn, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
J.K. Rowling, you was trying to say something
We was
in this
trying
whole
to
book.
say something, and why the saints was trying to keep the children away. It's like maybe everybody should be reading this while we talking about critical race theory and shit like that. Read Harry Potter. Like you'll learn something. So
Yes,
this is when we're thrown into that world of like this is what's actually happening.
yeah, like
Muggles,
this is happening.
wizards, people are coming up missing, dead. Like it's getting real again. This ain't no real silly frilly magical moment of starting off Hogwarts school year.
Yeah, and that snake ate the lady.
The snake ate that lady. He ate that lady on the table with all them people, and she was begging for Snape's help because they were friends. I
And they
know
felt
you.
so bad for little big Draco because he is they family is,
Oh,
and it was messed up because oh, that didn't happen till later, so I won't say that.
yeah, yeah.
But so basically we back into, the normal world. We see,
Mhm.
you know, Harry sending his family away. We see Hermione reading a newspaper and it shows Muggles dead. And so I just, one thing that I have realized after watching this movie, especially, is Harry is going through, but Hermione has always went through in a very obvious way that no one speaks on. And I think this movie is the movie that is finally going to be the catalyst that I believe has broken her.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know. I don't think she told them that she erased her parents' memory and erased her
Exist
existence out of their lives.
like they don't know. Like she,
And
you see her childhood, her moments. They're her most precious moments. Her parents care about her, and she said oblivious, or I don't
that
know.
shit, I crying. And the movie hadn't been on for 10 minutes.
I'm like, why in the first 10 minutes we get a death and we get moments like this?
Like Hermione didn't erased herself out of her family's life. And no, it's not for Harry. It's for her parents to
Yeah,
be alive because they could be walking down the street one day and if they smell it on them, they gon' you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So Harry sent his family away.
Mm-hmm.
Ron in a safe house, basically. They were in a
Right.
safe freaking house. And it's like, all of this stuff is going on
Mm-hmm.
and Harry is packing up. They moving away. They leaving, and he go back and oh no, that was out of order. We
What?
did do that out of order.
What is
We
it? What?
did. So first, the man from Underworld came on the screen talking crazy. Then
Oh
they
yeah,
show
kinda like
Hermione and all of that.
yeah. He kind
Then they
of
went to Snape and them.
yes. He kind of enlightens us, and he sets the tone of some shit is going down. Our world is dark. It's messed up out here. and it's messed up, y'all. And so yeah.
So then they go to Snape, and then they go to the Harry Potter opening, and then we go back into the movie where we go back into Harry at the house packing up his luggage
Mhm,
and getting
mhm.
his stuff together, and we see this empty house with so many memories, even for us, whether bad or good. But now it's like, damn, he didn't have to tell these people he don't even like to leave because he don't want them to die, and now
Straight
he
up.
has to really truly freaking leave his. He can't come back here. This is done. You know what I'm saying? And then he go to the closet, where it all started, where we first met little
Man,
Harry Potter.
Harry
And it's
Potter.
like, damn boy, it all started in a closet, like a rapper. You know?
Mm, mm.
Your first bars was dropped in the damn closet, boy.
Correct.
Like
First part. Wrap it to a sock. Sock over a mic.
so then we introduced to our characters, and we also introduced to some characters that we don't know, like Ron's older brother, who was the one that was in Australia, I believe, working with the dragons that they would
Yeah.
go visit. And we find out your little favorite funny part. I wasn't thinking about it being funny, but about them, taking a little potion that damn Doctor Who man was taking to be uh
Yeah,
mad
the
moody.
I forget. Yeah. Oh my god.
Poly potion,
Yeah, the potty
whatever it's called.
potion. Yep. Yep.
And yeah, they all had to dress up like Harry. Well, turn into Harry.
Turn into
Now I
Harry the
wonder if
Potter.
they under parts get turned into Harry too.
Like, how much of are you of Harry?
Yeah, like, are you Harry from
How
the rooter
weird
to
is
the
that?
tutor?
Like you walking around with Harry's dick.
Yeah, like, I mean, but like, yeah,
Would you
from the
peek?
rooter to the
Yes,
tutor.
I would peek. I'd peek.
But okay, and then it's like, okay, so we gonna make everybody look like Harry. So my thought was like, oh, y'all just gonna go, but we ain't gonna see nobody. Y'all just doing this and it's gonna be all right. Y'all just doing this as a precaution. And then they got up in that sky, and I was like, this ain't no damn precaution. Oh, Snape then sold y'all out.
Sold y'all out. And
Death
then
Eaters
like
every damn where.
Death Eaters everywhere. Everywhere. And they are no, like for real, like this felt like it was one moment that felt like a drive-by. It was another moment that felt like real, just like I got set up. Like they flew off and it was immediately like Death
Mm-hmm.
Eaters blah, blah, blah,
Everywhere.
like
Everywhere.
everywhere, taking people out, hurting individuals. I mean, what tipped us off that it was something was really wrong is the owl came back.
Well,
Did it?
Hedwig actually messed everything up.
Oh, by coming back? Yeah, because
Yeah, to
everything
help
had
him.
started to happen, and Hedwig came back
Yeah,
and
to try to help Harry
he helped
because
Harry, and then
Hedwig had got knocked out by old dude.
yep, and then that's when they knew like that's the real Harry right
They
there.
killed Hedwig.
They killed Hedwig. I said no, 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 no.
I said, not the damn. I had to pause and say, it's only been 17
No,
minutes.
for
Like,
real, for real. Like I was like, I can't type all this.
and then I'm saying in my head, who else gonna die?
Who else gonna die?
Because everybody is not gonna make it out of this mission.
No, 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 no. But especially when Harry and Lord have mercy, her what is the man's name?
Hagrid.
Hagrid. Dang, Hagrid. When they make it back and we realize they're the first.
Right, but keep in mind, you missed a big part that happened
Yes.
right there.
Oh.
Now, I don't know what the hell was going on with Harry. I don't know what that little moment was about where he had a moment of like.
Well, we know we know that Voldemort always has a way to communicate with him. and he's always in his head. Well, he was in his head and he was there. Like it was one of those moments where it's like, oh, he's just not fucking with him from afar. Like he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
because I like looked up and Harry was passing out, and I looked up and I said, "Oh my God, is that Voldemort?"
yeah. I'm like Voldemort, like
And then Harry I don't even know how that happened.
yeah, because he's again need a lanyard on his damn wand, like wristlet.
But he broke Big Draco's wand.
He did because that. Oh yeah, because he took Lucius's wine at that table, and he put a nice little crack up that boy, like, and that's when Baltimore said bye bye.
He's like,
He
oh,
really was. He was like, oh, I gotta go.
because he came up on the side,
He
so it
did
was like
it.
when he did literally, oh, like
He did. Harry did that shit in his days.
sleep,
In
whatever the hell. I don't
his
even know what the
days.
hell was happening.
And then they pop back, and then they're the first bag. They like, oh my God. So then people start coming back. They don't know if Harry's Harry, so they on some prove to me you Harry. What did I say to you? What did I do?
This
Lupin.
was funny. Now this made me laugh because I thought they was gonna do that with everybody. That whole like, especially when they was like, what? He was like, what? That was the last thing I said to you. And then Harry like, are you mad? And then when he walked out in the black, I was like, what was the last thing? And they looking at each other like, what was the last thing Dumbledore said to? I was laughing so damn hard because I'm like, is everybody
Bruh.
gonna do
I was
this?
like,
Because this gonna be hilarious as everybody does this.
they're not about to do this. They're not about to do this. Oh my gosh. Oh
I
my.
thought it was so cute that Hermione knew which Harry was Ron.
She did. Oh, loved it. Loved it. But everybody survives. Well, without not a scare and an injury to one of the
Well,
twins.
everybody do not survive.
No, Hedwig. Okay, sorry. Hedwig did not.
No,
Oh,
Matt.
oh shit. Mad Eye Moody did not survive. He did it. I forgot that quick. He did it. I said, damn, they're gonna kill Hedwig and Mad Eye Moody. Oh,
And
good.
don't even show Mad Eye Moody guy.
Show him and what happened to him. And it was like, it was really the case of one of those things like last man out. Like
Yeah,
he probably seen it happen. He was the first, he was definitely killed before Hedwig for sure.
yeah,
He
probably
was the
so.
last man out. He was the last man out. So it made total sense that man. So R.I.P. to Mad Eye, you know?
So luckily, Ron's brother didn't die. He
He
got
did
jokes,
just a little
got
holy.
dad jokes.
Yeah.
And Harry fed up with shit, so he like, I'm gonna leave. So Ron catch him, and he like, nah, man, you can't just leave like that.
Because it's just bigger than you, like
Right?
it's a lot at stake. It's more than just like Voldemort's after Harry. Like he's after
No, he want to
everybody.
kill Harry because Harry is the key to
Yeah,
killing him. Even if
right.
Harry didn't exist, this would still be a fight that would have to be had.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
granted, if Harry didn't exist, Voldemort would never been able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But in the same breath, I'm sure they would have found a way anyway.
Right.
Okay, you keep talking. I have to do what I
So
always have to do.
always. So now we kind of get into the slower portion of the film where we're still getting a lot of information at this wedding, but it's interesting that it's happening because it's paired with what we just spoke about, all of this craziness that's absolutely happening all at once, and then we have a wedding going on. So it kind of reminds you of the pandemic, where it's like as wild as life is right now, we are still trying to find a way to be connected to some normalcy because there's still relationships that are still continuing to grow. There are people who are still wanting to be around their friends and their family and enjoy each other, but don't want to be sitting around like just talking about all the demise and all the terrible and negative things that have happened. So but of course at the wedding, we find out that the ministry is fallen. People have died, and the minister's dead. We find out this news at the wedding, and
Yes.
and it's just like, damn, like we try. I was alluding it to. I was comparing it to like being in a pandemic and being tapped into like some normalcy, like trying to be normal. And we have budding relationships, people who still want to be friends and still trying to find those connections with one another, but yet like bad news just keep coming.
But that was a
Just
dumb time to be having a wedding anyway.
it
They
was
literally put everybody in the same room that they wanted to get to.
no, it was absolutely ludicrous.
And I don't even know who the hell was getting married.
The brother, Ron's
Oh.
other brother.
Oh.
Ron's other brother, yep.
Oh.
And
Did you speak how the magistrate of
yeah,
magic
yeah.
came and read the will to
Uh-huh.
them before the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And how he found out that information from them old people that be knowing everything at the party about Dumbledore.
Yep. We got all that information real.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, the party got crashed by the Death Eaters, and
Oh,
then
that's the
Lupin.
drive-by scene. That's the drive-by scene. Niggas was popping.
And it was funny to me that people was just dipping out. They weren't even trying to help. They was just like,
Nobody
"Bye,
stopped. Right.
Harry Potter."
Which was it was a wild to me because you're like, damn, really? Like the kids, like, but they're staying kids, like they're young adults, man.
Right. So Lupin sent Ron, Hermione, and Harry to the Muggle world, and it's funny that Hermione has been taking care of them for so long, but now she has to also take care of them and teach them about the Muggle world. Because even though Harry lived in the Muggle, he lived in such a way that was so deplorable that he never really got to experience it himself. And
Mm-hmm.
so when he did go out on his own, he didn't choose to go to places that were Muggle. He would go to wizarding restaurants and wizarding coffee shops. He wouldn't
Right.
go to places that were steeped in normalcy.
Right.
So, luckily Hermione packed bags. Luckily she had packed clothes.
Yes.
Luckily she had all of these things in place. And I just
Mm-hmm.
think the scene where they were at the coffee shop and the lady came over and asked them what they wanted, and she was like, a cappuccino. And they do, so they didn't want to act like they didn't know. But they
Yeah. They had no idea.
know, not even a little bit. So, these two randos at the middle of the night walking in there in some damn jumpsuits like they work at a lumber yard. And I'm like, those are definitely Death Eaters. Like,
Oh yeah. Like immediately, like there ain't nobody that's important. I mean, that want to do good.
no. So they had a whole shootout at the
Again, telling you, Death Eaters is some goddamn gangsters.
they really are. They had a whole nother shootout at the coffee shop, and then they went back to Sirius. That was Sirius' house that they turned into a safe house.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they ran into wait, let me see. Let me look. Read my notes. So they
They,
ran into Creature, that mean elf that didn't like Harry Potter.
yes.
And he told them about the Horcrux
Mm-hmm.
and how they found out that the person who initially took the Horcrux was Sirius's older brother who passed,
Mm-hmm.
and that the dude who was with Mad Eye Moody, who was
Yep.
with earlier, is the one who came over and stole the original Horcrux.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was funny when he was like, find him. And then like 5 minutes later, he popped back in, him and Dobby with old dude.
Yes.
Oh, but keep in mind, right? When the Ministry of Magic fell, the dude who was sitting at the table with Voldemort becomes the head of the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
The Ministry of Magic. I don't know
Yeah.
why I can't
I
say
don't know
that.
why it's such a tongue twister. Yeah.
And Umbridge get her damn job back.
Oh my goodness.
But also it get real scary, like, because they on some like real propaganda-ish type stuff, you know.
Ooh, for real, for real.
Like real scary, real scary.
Like,
And also, did we see did the scene happen already where they were looking for Harry, like he was gonna go back to school, and Neville had to tell them like, no, he not here because he was still going to school.
that I don't remember much about that.
Yeah, but like, remember the Death Eaters came on the, like they showed the train, and I'm like, damn, they sending them kids
Oh
to
yeah, yeah,
school.
yeah, 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 yeah. They were playing up this whole thing like Harry had left or whatever. Yeah, okay. I
The
vaguely.
devil had to step up on and tell. But so basically, Umbridge got the damn Horcrux.
Right. Lord have mercy. That's just the last person that we need to have the Horcrux. Like,
So they decide they gonna take some more Poly Potion and go to the Ministry,
mm-hmm.
the Ministry of Magic.
Yes, and pose as members of this ministry in order to get close to get to get it.
The Horcrux.
Yeah, the Horcrux, the
The
lock
Horcrux. That's what it is. The Horcrux.
Horcrux, Horcrux. But in particular, it's a locket, which this actually is, and we get some action, man. We get some real good action. Like again, a fun moment. Like yes, enthralled with
Oh,
a
into the
lot of
bathroom,
danger.
having to be sucked down in
Yeah,
the toilet.
enthralled with a lot of danger, but was fun to see because it's a movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The difference between me and Chevy, I can take that and be like, fun stress, like being on a roller coaster, not scared for my life,
Oh, I don't like roller
because it's
coasters.
fun. It's fun, scary. Not like I'm gonna die. Like I might die. I don't think so though. Like,
That
there's a
is exactly
possibility.
that's exactly what it is.
Like this
Oh,
is the most fun of thinking I might die I've ever had. You're like, no, bitch, we gonna
no, we
die.
gonna die. Like for sure. It's a definite for me. Like this is
But
happening.
for real,
Have you called anyone? Have you told them? Like
but, but yeah, the fun shit stops getting fun as
as they continue to go into the Ministry of Magic, because
yeah.
when you see that, so I remember the first time I seen this movie, it was kind of like, I feel like when this part came, I always thought that statue had real people in it that they turned into like a statue, and it kind of freaked me out. Like I thought it was like they made people, like they killed them by
Oh,
turning them into stone and put the muggles in there like that, versus like making a statue. And that's why when they saw it, they were so like, oh my God. Because I thought like, damn, did they take them people and just turn them into stone?
you know what? That moment didn't really sit in me like that. I just was like, I thought it was supposed to kind of represent some bad stuff, like I thought, mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Oh my God.
But see, like that was the thought that I had when that was the thought that I had watching the movie for the first time, not even knowing what the hell a muggle was. I was like, what the hell is a
Right.
muggle?
Then it was actually confirmed. That's something that didn't sit with me long. I was just like, what the hell? Okay.
So, what I thought was funny about this whole part was, conveniently they picked super important known people to inhabit their likeness for an hour. Like
Like that's like you deciding to walk around as the president of the United States. Like why
yeah, or like
you ain't gonna know
Beyonce, or
a
like
damn or Beyonce, like you're not like for real, like
but
remind
not
me,
knowing it's Beyonce. Like
not knowing it's Beyonce, like not knowing that you can't just go to the mall, bitch.
like like and you at the mall be like, oh yeah, I just wanted to buy some shoes. And it's like, but do you know you're Beyonce?
But do you know you're Beyonce though? Like
Yeah.
you're not
Who
talking
is
Beyonce.
Beyonce? Who is
Oh,
Beyonce?
oh, 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 oh,
I'm I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing, even though
No, for real. And they just carried on, continue to carry on. Now, Ron kind of took his shit a little serious.
yeah, because it was like, what am I gonna do? My wife.
Like, why is that?
And then Harry like, you don't even have a wife.
He was kissing the shit out of that woman.
He
That
was. He really
woman was
was.
making all the way
He really
out,
was.
man. They was making all the way out.
He really was.
Yeah, shit got real. And what else really? No, it's not a lot of. There you go.
Oh, so what else happened there? I saw the propaganda books about mugbloods or mugbloods.
That was crazy.
And that was pretty creepy. The fact that the guy that Ron picked, wife was gonna be on trial. Hermione picked like the typist for the court, and Harry picked like a, like the muscle for the court. And
like a bailiff almost.
Yeah, so I thought it was funny that this part of the movie really confirmed that Mad Eye Moody was dead for me too, because I didn't believe he was dead until they showed his picture and he had an X on him. Yep. I didn't believe him.
Yep, he was out the game.
But I also was wondering, like, Umbridge was not with Voldemort, but she was a psychopath in her own right. Correct. And I wonder if she was wearing the Horcrux and it kind of gave her that, because it
emotes the most negative energy inside you, and with her being literally a psychopath, it just took her top tier.
Yeah, it just like elevated that in her.
Yep, elevated, that's a great word. Yep, it just elevated the emotion that she already has, or the danger that she already is to people. She became that even more. That power was it was strong in that one.
Right. So Harry knock her out, take the Horcrux, they run out, they get out, you think they get out, but the guy get with them, and then the next thing we know, we in the goddamn forest and Ron is about dead on the ground, and we like, oh Lord, what the hell is going on?
Like, don't move.
So then we find out that Hermione's bag is like Barney's bag.
Baby girl pouch had to be about this big. Like, it was like this big. This length, like, like this width, I guess you would say. The length and this much width, right? And you could just
like Barney bag. When she said get the tent out,
he looked back at that little ass bag like,
girl, I'm not about to play with you. That's how he looked at her like, now Hermione, I love you, but so Ron all messed up, because Ron would have died if Hermione wasn't there. He would have died.
Yes, he wasn't. When he said we won't last 2 days without her,
he was not lying.
Joke.
He was not lying.
No cap.
So she saved him, but he still kind of messed up. They can't travel. Harry jumped down her neck. We listening to the radio. It's like pirate radio order.
They're trying every spell. This is the moment where they're trying all the different spells.
All this different stuff is going on all at the same time.
Not working.
Nothing's happening. We find out Snape is the headmaster at Hogwarts. They basically implementing that same stuff that Umbridge was implementing. And I just picked that up off the radio, and I just thought that was interesting, because it's like the world is shit in every which way.
Apocalyptic, very like dystopian. Like, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah. Ron looked like he half dead. I mean,
look like absolute shit. Like, give the man some fruit. What else is in that bag? Give him some water. Give him some candy.
What the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag? Hermione is the boss, though. She put that protection spell on them to keep them from the snatchers or the sneakers or the who the heck was.
I had jokes because she talking about smell her perfume, but I was like, you was breathing, baby girl. He smelled your breath.
And Ron just looked like he just going back to that hateful ass Ron.
Oh, Ron Weasley. just being a
being
little bitch
just,
ass ginger. Like, damn.
and then they get into it. And
Oh,
it was so cool. You know, Hermione is the shit, man, because soon as
yes.
Harry cut into her, she was just like, take it off.
Yep.
Take it off right now.
Because what's not gonna happen, I already had him do that. Like, what we're not gonna do is you do this.
But she knew instantly. She didn't even judge him
Woo!
for it. She didn't
Nope,
even get mad at him. She just
nope,
said, take it off. As
nope.
soon as she said, take it off, she's like, you feel better? Loads. And she like, okay, now, because
Because I thought it was
I
so
was about to
funny.
beat your
It took
ass.
me a second to realize that he wasn't being like a smart ass when he
Himself.
said loads. Like,
Like, no, he was really being, but
he
that's
was
how
being
Harry
truthful,
talked.
like,
And I just had to realize that that's how he is. Like when him and Ryan got in that argument and he got up and he was like, so what did you expect, man? I just had to realize that this is Harry Potter is not no walk around the subject type dude. I
he's
mean, we try to say that when it comes to like him saving people and all that, but in no aspect of his life is he a walk around the subject kind of dude. He gonna
because
say and he gonna do what is
life,
necessary.
that's what life has been giving him. Like dead parents, shitty ass support family, like next to kin family, like you know, walk into a world that he knew nothing about, and was met in what we talk about. He loves that shit, and he's met with like, shut your whole ass up. Shut, yeah, you might be the one, but we don't care. Like, so it just makes
Yeah,
sense.
he just that he cut and dry and he real sarcastic. Like he's
Yeah,
always been super sarcastic, super like, damn, being an asshole, or is he being serious? Or is he being a serious
right,
asshole?
right, right. But the but we find out so much about Ron, Hermione, and Harry. Not only them individually, but them all three together. We find out more about Hermione and Ron and how their relationship actually
Which is actually very fucking toxic.
toxic.
Because
Toxicity.
Ryan is actually he is the youngest. I mean, I think Jenny is the youngest, but
Yes.
he is the youngest boy, and he
Yep.
acts like it at every
He most
turn, just
certainly.
like him. And she enables that in him, like with the whole radio situation. Oh, let him do
Let
it.
him listen to.
He that brings him solace and peace. And Harry, like, no, we got stuff to do, man.
I
Like
can
he
hear that
needs to
shit.
think
Like,
about everybody else, man.
I hear that shit too, my dog. Like, you think that that don't affect me hearing Snape is the head? You know, like I'm still thinking about. Let's never forget, like he's still dealing with tragedy. He watched Dumbledore die.
Yeah, like you didn't see it. Like you didn't see it. You didn't see Cedric die. You didn't see your godfather die, the only family you have. You didn't see your owl die. You didn't see, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't see death, Ron.
You didn't see death, and you didn't know that all of this death, whether, and Ron was right in that moment when he told him to come back, but also Harry was right, because none of this direct stuff would be happening if it weren't for me.
Right, because if he didn't have that, like let's say Voldemort just died legit, like he just got killed legit. He didn't get attached to nobody because he needed Harry to be fully back. You know what I'm saying? So without Harry's blood, without all of that stuff that happened, he wouldn't have been able to come back. So theoretically, if Harry Potter didn't exist, they probably would have figured out a way to bring him back, but it would have took longer.
Right, right. Right. They would have had to find another way that probably just would have been like the mass of people being taken out, and which would have just still been as tragic and as sad, but it wouldn't be as specific and hurting a group of people the way, like the
That's
way
connected to me. You know what
that's
I'm saying? Like
me. Y'all had to turn into me to save me.
right, because y'all think that I'm the one that's supposed to save y'all.
Right.
Now, what if I'm not? I mean, it reminds me of Lord of the Rings so much because, you know, people literally sacrificed themselves because Frodo was the only one until the end that the ring didn't affect.
Yep.
And people died. Like, people died and risked their
Legit.
lives and had honorable deaths and had major, just amazing scenes and beautiful shit because it's an
Mm-hmm.
amazing movie. But People literally put their lives on the line because this guy is the only guy that can get it done. And then in the end, if it wasn't for Sam, Frodo wouldn't have been able to do what was necessary because he lost his damn mind too about that damn ring.
And what angers me around that time with Ron leaving the way he did, I felt like although that it was a lot of frustrating moments going on through that time, I felt like they were learning a lot. I read one part,
But Ron is lazy.
but that's what Trish. Okay, you calling me? Okay, now I'm loud, baby. But yeah, but but that was so crazy. Yeah, you're right. Ron is lazy, unfortunately.
Remember the scene where Dumbledore, they were reading the will, right?
Yes.
And the man literally explained what that thing was and not necessarily what it did, but what it was. And he said, "What is it?" And everybody just looked at him like, "Boy, are you serious?"
Yeah. I'm like, boy, what?
What are you really even here for anyway? You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things.
And it's so funny because he helps us learn, which I end up reading, which I don't know. Another thing that must have went over my head is that we learned that by saying Voldemort's name, he
yeah,
location.
That's why they've been saying don't say it.
His name, and I was like, oh, now we finally know, like, why you should not be saying Voldemort. Yeah,
because when Luna's daddy said his name, I said, oh, that's why they be saying don't say it. They traumatized. It's triggering. Why they be
saying don't say it.
When he said his name, and I said, oh my God, this is why they say. Because it was weird to me that Harry had been saying his name the whole movie, and then when him and Hermione was on that mountaintop, and he was like, who named,
you shall not be named. Yeah.
And I said, Harry, why you say that? And then the next scene, they damn showed us, didn't they? And I said, oh. So you can't say his name when he around for real, because he gonna come say hi. He gonna come say hi. He gonna come say.
So we find out like how the locket pulls out the darkness in people. We find, Hermione remembers like, yo, like the Gryffindors, their houses. Sword, the sword is what has something in it that can take out
the basilisk blood.
The basilisk blood that can take it out. So now it's like we know this information,
but in this moment, here come Ron with this. His explanation for being mad was even ridiculous. And Hermione tried to deny, just take it off, you wouldn't even be saying all of this. But then when he said to Harry, like, you don't get it, your whole family dead, I said, bro, it is time for you to leave.
It's
time for you
I felt like he's been wanting to say that.
Yeah, I feel like he been mad. But see, that's the thing. Ron harbors things, and he keeps it in. Hermione, she says it out loud, but nobody pays attention to her because they think she got it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Harry is a combination of both, but he Harry Potter. So it's like, those are the cards you was dealt, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's interesting how they baby Ron, because they both do. They both baby him, and then they wonder why he lashes out the way he does when he don't even work as hard as they do.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. You could have easily, you was hurt, you was laying around, you was trying to be better, but it would have been nothing for you to get up and go to that table. It'd have been nothing for you to pull Harry to the side and say, hey, bro, you ain't trying to push up on my girl, are you? You know what I'm saying? He a punk. He weak. He lame. And he not though. He didn't need no lucky potion to be a good keeper. When they came back from being Harry to get Harry to the house safe, they said he hit them, and if it wasn't for them, they probably wouldn't survive. The reason why Ron don't see Ron as great is because Ron don't see it.
Yep.
He actually really, I ain't gonna say he really smart. I'm gonna say he know what to do. He been in magic his whole fucking life. Yep. Even the stories that he knew that Harry didn't know, even the things that he knew that Harry didn't know. It's like, you know more than you give yourself credit for. It's your fault why you don't feel a part of this team, why you don't feel a part of this group, because you don't think, you got a low self-image.
Yep. Period.
Like Seymour.
Speak about it. Speak about it. And then, especially when we found out, the will was being given and all this stuff was given to them, like in your head, you like, bro, but we need you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. He literally gave you a job to do.
you're
He
so
literally gave
important
you a
to this.
job to do.
How are you not seeing your importance in this? And like that's one of those situations where it's like I would keep offering my help because I'm not Harry Potter. Like it's not all on me. I
And
know
my family's lives are at risk. And I want to do everything that I can. I don't want to just listen to a radio. I want to I'm out here actively looking for the only things that can save us. I'm not going to sit here and keep asking you what Dumbledore say, what
right.
Dumbledore tell you. Why didn't Dumbledore tell you nothing? I'm going to be down in the ditches, digging in the ground every time I hear a name that's not my family saying, I got another day to try to
Another,
help you
yes,
find this so we can destroy it.
period.
But he got a low self-image. So he waiting on somebody. I mean, his mama baby him. So
Mm-hmm.
Hermione baby him. So
Yep.
even Harry do.
They
He the
do.
only one that'll cut into him, though.
This is true. This is true. But even with all of that, they still find a way to still try to continue on. They share this really sweet moment where they dance,
That
and
shit made me cry.
man, like it's this like this slight moment where you're like, oh my god, I hope that they don't go further than what they should, because it's like then damn, was Ron right there betraying him? But I just knew that it wasn't about that. It wasn't
Yeah,
about
they are
them
the perfect
betraying him. They
example of a
have been
real platonic
they have a
relationship.
real platonic friendship, and then they separate. And the part that saddened me is like they realize like we have so much on our plate.
It was like Hermione was like, but I'm still mad though. Like
It
that's all I
was.
saw her face like. But I'm still mad though. But Harry was like, damn, like I thought that would make her
I
feel
thought that
better.
that would bring you out of it
And
because
that didn't help at all because I'm not
yeah.
Ron.
So, much like most times like that, Harry resorts to the things around him, whether it's the mirror shard, whether it's, whether it had been the Half Blood Prince's spell book, like, he always has something. But this particular time, he has the stitch that Dumbledore left for him from his first Quidditch game. And he puts it to his mouth, and like he realizes like it has a message for him. And now we are here at another clue.
Right. So they go to the place that the old people was telling him about, where he was born, to try to find some old stuff.
Yeah, because again, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say. And Ron, he just needed to take that damn thing off, because Hermione was right. Like, okay, we hear you, and maybe we do need to think more critically, and maybe there is something somewhere, but please stop yelling at us about it. Like, you're right. And it's so funny. It ended up being the thing.
Yeah, but exactly what Hermione said. But because Harry ain't that bright either, because she had to explain that stuff to him 3-4 times. And I love her explanation when he said, you were brilliant. She was basically like, no, I'm actually not brilliant. I just pay attention to more things that people don't pay attention to. And she broke it down. And I said,
I just attack things in a very logical way. Like,
and I said, okay, girl. So they go back to Glendale. That is not where they went back to. That's just some shit I just said. It started with a G, though, I think.
You are Gordix Hollow.
Okay, because it's not Glendale.
Like
that's in California. And they it's great, there, and they realized that it was Christmas Eve, and they go see Harry Potter's grave sites, and they keep going back
up in this Christmas break. You're like, what?
And they keep seeing that symbol for like with the triangle and the circle. And I kept saying, please tell me what the hell that is. That's what I kept saying, because I'm tired of seeing that and not knowing what it is.
Sick of it. I was so sick of it.
I'm sick of it from my daily life. Like, now I know what the 9 3/4 is. Please tell me what this damn circle with the damn triangle around it is. So when I see memorabilia with it on it, I can say, well, I can buy that because I know what it is now.
Now I know what it means. Oh man, this shit really feels like a damn secret society. Cause like there is a part of you that's like embarrassed, like what that mean?
Yeah, this whole time I'm like, so 9 3/4 just was. I said, you know what? I'm not about to play with y'all. I'm not about to play with y'all because this whole time I've been like, now I know the HP is Harry Potter, but what the hell is that ball with the wings? And what the hell is 9 3/4? And what the hell is this triangle with the circle with the line going down the middle?
No, now you know. Now it stands for the Deathly Hallows, baby. That is
all I know is about a wand and a broom and a damn witch hat. That's all I know. So they go there, they visit the grave sites of his parents, you know, it's a very like, oh, moment, but not for long because it's somebody like being a creeper.
Oh my God, old ass woman named Bathilda.
Yeah, Bathilda ain't right though. And you know,
I knew someone right from her from the beginning. I'm like, they are leading them. She is leading them to death.
When he started talking to her in snake tongue, I said,
yes.
oh, she the snake.
Tongue.
I said, she the snake. I said, she is the snake. Mm-hmm. And then when her, because I was like, where are these flies coming from? Somebody is dead or do she stink?
Somebody is dead.
I was like, do she stink or is somebody dead? So then when he was up there talking to the lady in parcel tongue and Hermione was finding a room full of flies, I said, oh, that old lady is dead and that is the snake up there. And then it was a snake up there.
It was not Dumbledore.
It's Voldemort snake.
It was Voldemort snake. Snake.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about that wizarding world, okay? It's like you gotta be ready so you don't have to get ready because if somebody about to jump out on you and go pow pow, you gotta be ready first. Like when that thing jumped out and Hermione was just like pow, I said, girl, I would have been dead.
I would have been dead. Gone out for the count. My reflexes ain't that fast. You have to be a move ahead. You like quickly. Exactly. You got to be at your exit before they even thought what they need to do, because he can come with you.
Right. So they come back. They flip back.
But while they were there, while they were there, they realized it was a picture.
Oh, she got that book because remember, Bathilda wrote a book about Dumbledore, and she found the book. And Harry had a dream about a boy that stole this damn wine that looked like Dumbledore's wine to me, and then find out that the boy knew Dumbledore because he was in the book.
Lord
and his name, they figured out his name.
And right, and now it's all coming together because remember, Harry has that connection to Voldemort where he almost, it's all, just like Voldemort can know what Harry's thinking and where he's at and what's going on through him. Harry does the same thing. He knows his next step, and that's it's all coming together because always we're like, okay, we know Voldemort is trying to kill Harry, but also what is Voldemort really up to when we find out about all these Horcruxes and like putting your soul in all these different places and so on and so forth. We're just like, okay, we know the purpose of it, right? But it's just like, again, still like, what is he really up to? What is he really up to?
Right.
And that's when it all starts to kind of come together.
Well, kind of.
So Harry's wand gets broken when they go back.
And, you know, that scene kind of bothered me. I like this scene because in this scene, I realized that Hermione was taking them to places or memories of places that she'd been with her parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know still if Harry knew what she did. And I mean, because they didn't elaborate on it. Because Harry is so self-absorbed, he doesn't really, ask people questions about what's going on with them and how they feel and how they moving. You know what I'm saying?
Or, what makes this place significant? Or like, what made you think that nobody would find us here?
He's very much so like Luna. in that regard where he kind of just
That's
don't
yeah.
have, I'm not gonna say he don't have empathy. He just
It's
he
just part of
weird.
it's a part of us the social mapping of a person, like being social or understanding things that he just doesn't have. You're right. Like it's that self absorb, right, like not in a like conceited, I'm the chosen one way, but connected to like that, man, like this is all happening because of me, and like, oh, how can I get us out of this because of me, like how can
But
me
not realizing that everybody else had to sacrifice something to
something,
be
right?
able to do
so
this.
why so why every place we go, the least worries that we have is a snatcher.
Right, right. So, they was talking about, he was complimenting her on taking them to that place. And
Yeah.
she started talking about her parents and, basically alluding that they wouldn't remember me and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, damn, Harry, you ain't gonna ask her?
Yeah.
Because they never had a conversation about that. And I don't think that Harry would be okay with that. So that's why it made me wonder if he knew for real, but it also made me realize how much Hermione is actually going through. And because she's not Harry Potter, no one cares, but she's doing all the work. She done brought this nice ass double decker 4-bedroom tent on top
maybe,
of.
maybe they didn't even have better sense than that at the fire festival.
They did not. They did not.
That's the fire festival. What they was telling them they was gonna get. I'm like, damn, they got a little step down.
Like, even when he said, it's good to know your incantations work, and she kind of looked at him like, bitch.
Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Can you do it? Like, I don't think they appreciate, I think they appreciate her. I don't think they
Youngblood.
realize that sometimes
Youngblood.
people need to hear it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I think
Mm-hmm.
that this movie was just as much about Harry trying to find these Horcruxes as it was about us seeing Hermione change for real. Because it reminds me of, like, it's an episode of Xena with Gabrielle where she literally has a shift in that, like, spunk, in that, like, energy, and that, like, pop. Because remember, keep in mind, she was the only one that was like, oh, we was gonna give you a birthday cake, and oh, Harry, it's Christmas, and still trying to hold on, even
Yeah.
though she let her parents go. She's still going back to these places that provide memories for her of her family. And I feel like this is the movie that broke Hermione.
Whew.
This is the movie that does it. This is the movie that's going to make her second guess herself. This is the movie that's going to make her lose confidence because of the things that end up happening to her and the sacrifices that she have to make
Yep.
in the interim.
Me, they wouldn't even remember me, and that's the part that should get to you. Like, they wouldn't remember this. Why? And then why wouldn't they remember you? Like, you're right. Oh.
Yeah. And then to see what she went through, I'm gonna talk about, because I didn't like that ending with Harry. Okay, so Harry see a doe. I don't know if it was a female deer, but it was a deer
Let's assume, yeah. Let's just go with that.
out there, and I'm thinking, oh, it's a setup, right?
Oh man, I knew this is a setup, because it's like, Ron, if you want to come back, just come back, like, because I knew he had the connection to the light or something like that. So I'm like, why would he go through this? Like,
situation.
yeah.
So Harry see the sword of Gryffindor at the bottom of the lake. I said, oh shoot, but why he getting all naked? Why he not taking the wine? I said, oh, this about to go left. So it goes left. Then you see a man come and he jumped down in the water. I say, Lord, please let that be Ron, because if it's anybody else, this is about to get real hairy real fast. It's
No,
Ron. It's Ron.
It's Ron. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Ron.
So Ron, he got to plead his case. He got to say what happened. I knew Ron wouldn't have left and stayed away. And then I thought about it. I said, well, he can't come back because he don't know where they at. You know what I'm saying? So when he explained how he found them, it made sense why Dumbledore gave that to him. Mm-hmm. It all made sense. but Hermione ain't she was she wasn't letting up. But that's when I realized how toxic their relationship was
Yeah.
when Harry, when he was walking forward and she was walking back, and he was like, "You still mad at Ron?" She was like, "I'm always mad at him." And I said, "Girl, you don't need to be with him then."
Right.
Like,
Like that's not actually cute. That like
mm,
I hate him. I hate love him. Like
yeah, no.
okay.
Oh, but tell me what you thought about like when they destroyed the Horcrux and it came out for Ron, and it was like they had no clothes on and they was making out in the little.
So I was like, the they amped up the sexual maturity in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like Jenny coming down with like suck my titties vibe, but zip me up like during the wedding. Like it was just kind of like, wow, they really are growing up. And that has to be in a trio like that, two guys, one girl, that and one guy and one girl being in a relationship, that is the betrayal of that's your worst. That's worse, ideally, right? And I just was like, no, they ain't naked.
And the spiders was coming out of
And
there.
the spider, I was like, oh, I know Siobhan about to.
I said, "Oh," and I just turned my head.
Oh, oh. Yeah. No,
So
for real. I was like, you know what? Day 17. That's Ron's worst nightmare right there, staring him dead in the eye. The things that they were saying, the way,
mhm.
speaking
But
truth.
that's how he been feeling since he was
That's how
13.
oh my God, completely. So, but yeah, I was like, not they naked, Lord. What's going on?
I was like, "Oh my."
I was like, is that side boob?
I'm like, "What are they doing?"
Hermione.
But I also thought about this too. I was like, "Oh, Harry Potter got down in his drawers. I know bitches was like, oh, in the movie theater."
Oh, that's what I thought about too. I was like, all the girls that love them some Harry Potter, but remember,
It
I
was
don't
another
know.
in the other movie in part 2 where he was in the, but now he grown, child.
Yes,
Now
yes.
he grown.
I remember that being a huge thing, like Harry Potter's naked in this movie or something like that. And I'm like, what? Harry Potter naked? I thought he was like 12. And I was like, oh, he grown now. Like
No, but he did do a stage play, a one
he
man
did
show
some other,
naked.
yeah, no, for real. I was like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how child actors are like, you forever, like little Bow Wow's always little Bow Wow, even though he's a grown ass man with like it's hard to look at him and be like, yeah, I would have sex with Bow Wow. Like, no, like he's 13.
Well, he's also toxic.
He's
Oh.
also toxic. But man, we finally have, which confused me because when that's down in my head, I'm like, in 4 to go, and he says 3 to go. I'm like, hold on, I thought they had only did 3.
I never kept track of how many it was.
So
It's
I thought
7.
it was
The
the
ring,
the ring, the journal.
the sorcerer's stone.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Okay, cool. So it is 4 down, 3 to go. Okay. That had me like, I was like, but I just didn't. I was so stressed. I did not want to look at I did not want to. I'm like, look, man, we got 1 more to go. I'm not ruining this for myself. I refuse to mess this up for myself, so I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna look up nothing I shouldn't be looking up. But yeah. Oh
So
Lord.
what I liked is Ron decided that he wanted to take a more forward thinking route to be more part of the team, right?
Mhm.
But he does it in a very weird way. So everybody looking at him like, "We don't vote. What are you doing, man?" Like,
She,
okay,
like it's only 3 of us. We don't need to do no majority
she was
vote.
looking at him like, "Boy, oh, now you want to be president."
Now you want, yeah. Ooh, oh
But
man,
so
so
because he started helping, they actually realized that they had a common theme that they needed to figure out. And it
yes,
was the Deathly Hallows, the symbol with the circle and the triangle and the line.
right.
So they like, oh, Luna's dad was being
Yep.
real weird about it.
Yeah,
Let's go to
let's go
his
holler
house.
at him.
So they go, and he's being even weirder. I
Oh,
thought he
he's
had
being more
got obliviated.
bruh. I thought so too. I'm like, do you know these people or not? He said, who y'all? What y'all want?
Like, don't be acting like Harry Potter didn't just come to your house.
He said, who are you?
Yes.
What do
Who
you
are you?
what do you want?
Like,
I'm just like,
I was like, oh, they done wiped the man memory.
yep. Yep. And then when he said, oh, Luna will be back soon, I was like, no, she ain't. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. Ain't. She done got ate by a snake, probably. I was like, Lord,
I was just like, nah, this dude is being weird and sketchy as hell. I thought he drugged them with that damn tea. I'm like, Luna ain't gonna be back because she shouldn't even be out. It's this dangerous times we living in.
Literally, I'm like, I just thought every bad thought. I was like, he gonna turn into a snake, like he gonna turn into Dumbledore or something. Dumbledore, Lord have mercy, he's gonna turn into Voldemort. Like, I just was like, this just not gonna end good. I just knew that.
Right. But we did learn about the story of the three brothers, which is in the book that Dumbledore gave Hermione as the will gift that he gave her. And we find out, and it was crazy because when he first started telling the story, I was like, I wonder if they're going to do a cut scene, and I wonder how they're going to do it. And then they started telling it, and I was like, well, here come Ryan messing the story up. So I guess they're not going to do a cut scene. They're just going to do and then they saw the crow going across the water and the leaf fall. I say, oh, the cut scene is coming now. Okay.
Yep. That crow still brought bad vibes to me.
I was like, oh, he didn't set them up. As soon as I saw that crow, I was like, and then they started the story, and I said, "This distraction works."
I'm excited for this story, but that crow, this ain't nothing but to distract us from what's really happening.
Yeah, it distracted me good because I said, "Oh no, maybe they just wanted to make that cool intro to tell the story."
I was enthralled.
But I also was like, why he looking out the window though? He definitely set them up. But then they got me. They got me with that little story.
Oh man, they got me good. They got me good.
So we find out that there are three pieces to this Deathly Hallows. The invisibility cloak that Harry has. The wand that Dumbledore has is it's the strongest wand ever made. And this stone that can bring dead people back to life, which I think they had already used.
Yep.
To bring him back, right? To bring Voldemort back, right?
Yeah, yep.
So that means he has everything but the invisibility cloak.
Yeah, which we know.
Well, we didn't have it yet. My bad. But yeah.
Yeah.
So from this moment on, it was high energy, high stakes. Luna, Daddy said Voldemort. And I said, people don't be saying Voldemort. And then I saw the people come because they took his daughter.
Yep. And he saying his name, Bron, speaker's location. Sent the pings. Send me your location.
Yep, and they kept breaking wands and shit, so they didn't really have no wand.
They done went through the wands like clips in a gun. Like, damn.
So they get back. They think they safe. They get away. They do their little jump. They get back. But then before they can put the incantations on their campground, person, seeker, snatcher, got
yeah.
And then they running. They out there running. They running.
That gave me very much Dr. Sleep vibes. Like, I was like,
oh yeah,
whoa. And it was good. That whole chase scene was so good. I was scared for them.
Yeah, and then Hermione, I thought she turned on him, but then I was like, damn, Hermione is so fucking smart.
So good on her freaking feet. She's good in the the slow and steady thought process. She's good on the quick and just like
she was the only one who used her wand while they was being chased.
Ooh, I am not I'm not some like proclaimed feminist. I don't man bash. I don't do that type of stuff, but that's just when they weren't like whatever. Hermione was the one.
Hermione is the one. She should have been the one.
She should have been the one, but she got the Muggle blood, so
Right.
got the Muggle blood. So unfortunately, but again, just speaks about. But they get snatched up, and where the Snatchers taking them?
Because
To
now
the
they
dead.
find out that they realize that this man may be Harry Potter.
Oh
They
my,
take him.
yeah. Cause they sniffing him up, they looking at him, they like, you it's some importance of you. All he got is literally his one eye. She did everything. She covered up the scar. She just did
Yeah, she
she did the
swole that
best
boy
she could
up.
do.
Yeah, she did a good
Swole that
job.
boy.
Because when they first got there, Bellatrix and Draco was gonna let him go. I
Oh, he
believe
was.
little big Draco was gonna let him go because
They
he
really
in
had
over his
no
head.
idea which was wild to me. Which was wild to me because
But
I was
he knew that was Harry Potter because he know Hermione and,
like,
and Ron.
well, let's
I when I say he was gonna let him go, I mean he
oh,
was gonna let them go because he is
he
in a
didn't want no
bad
part.
way right now.
Yeah, he didn't want no
Yeah.
parts. Okay, because I'm about to say, little bit Draco know, like he knows that crew. Like, come on now, like he knows it's them. Like if anybody knows, he's the one. Which is why his daddy was right there. Like, come on, son.
I feel so bad for that boy.
Oh man, so
Because
bad for
his
him.
daddy then went to the prison of Azkaban and got messed up in the head.
Oh yeah, he don't look the same. He
No,
don't.
he a privileged white man living in the Wizard in America or British land
Yeah,
town, and he then got messed up because he didn't got his feet dirty, and now he then got crazy up in his damn head because he had
yep,
to go to jail for real. And he ain't probably never been
yep.
nowhere, ain't never been to no jail, and I mean I hear that's worse than Rikers, Azkaban. So
Period. Period. But Harry also throughout this process, he has a vision, right? Doesn't
oh
he have a vision?
yeah,
He
about
has a
how
vision which
Voldemort
brings it.
then found out that Dumbledore then got
Exactly.
buried with but that was his. I remember being Dumbledore's wand, and they kind of threw me off the scent because I'm like the only wand I seen with them doop 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 doopies is Dumbledore.
I do
The
too.
little doopies, like boop boop, the
Yeah,
little
yeah.
circular
You the only
thingy.
one. You the
But
only
it was
one.
white. And I was just like, I don't know, but how he get it? And see, they kind of made me confused.
Uh-huh.
So I
It
didn't
kinda messed with
believe
your
it was
hair a
his
little bit.
wand.
Yeah, it kind of messed with your hair a little bit.
Yeah, but it was
But
his wand. So he
yeah.
found out that Dumbledore has the strongest wand in the universe.
Man, of course DD got the strongest
And he
wine. I
trying
mean,
to kill Harry, and he need a wand that's gonna work.
take him out.
So, in the midst of that,
Still at the mansion.
Bellatrix sees that they got the Gryffindor sword, and she the one that stole the damn sword. So she pissed off, and she trying to figure out how they stole the damn sword from her.
How the hell you get my shit? But Harry and Ron are locked down there, but she is torturing Hermione. Oh
And
my God, that scream.
first I thought Hermione was playing it up because it's Hermione, right? But then I
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
realize that Hermione, the last two movies, Ron and Hermione weren't in the thick of it. Like for the last three movies, actually. Goblet of Fire, no, yeah, no, two. Had Goblet of Fire and Had Blood Prince, because them the next two, right?
Yep.
So they haven't been in the thick of the things.
Yeah,
They didn't
they
see,
haven't been in the mess since they were in that hall of all the shit. Like that's the last
yeah.
time they've been
So
like
they haven't seen and been in, like, you only heard that Bellatrix killed Sirius Black, who was an amazing wizard. You've only heard of the things that they've done, that so at first I thought she was playing it
even in
up.
that fight, they were like held captive. Like they
Yeah,
like
right. So I was like, well, damn, Bellatrix is crazy and she killed Sirius. And so maybe she really is scared. And maybe she really is being tortured. I
that
thought she was
scream
playing
was
it up
whoo. That
until they came upstairs and showed her. I thought she was like, I'm like, nah, Hermione already got a plan. And that's the moment when I knew she ain't the same person no more.
she ain't, man. That arm
This
was
is the
out. What did
moment.
it say in her arm again?
Mud, blood.
Blood. I was like, oh man.
That girl, literally, whatever she had been holding and keeping in, all the sacrifices she made, all the things,
Let it out.
because she couldn't get herself out of it, and she knew they couldn't either.
Nothing she could do.
They couldn't help her, and she knew that. And she knew that she was the only person that could get herself out of it, and she was in it. And that mean ass woman doing such a good job playing that damn character. She
Oh,
tortured
so
all of
good.
poor
It's
Hermione's
so good.
heart. She tortured her heart out of her.
She really did. So good, so good, so good, so good.
Now she just a broken woman.
So Harry and Ron are down in the cellar. They see Luna and two other characters from like that little dwarf. Who are
Silly.
they again?
They are in the thick of it. The dwarf is the musical teacher, the music teacher,
Okay, okay.
and Luna was down there.
Luna was down there.
And the other guy, I don't remember who he is. The other
I
guy.
can't remember who he was either. But he was somebody important, again, to this whole story of people who have been taken in order to, be used as, just
To
uh
torture, to see where Harry Potter is
yeah,
really.
to see, yep, just used in the midst of it. But our good old Dobby shows up just out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. I feel like who was he calling out to in that mirror? Because I feel like it was Dumbledore.
Dumbledore, yeah, but it didn't look like Dumbledore, which was so weird to me. This whole time, anytime he looked in there, it looked like Dumbledore, but that time, it didn't look like Dumbledore. And I was so in the moment, I didn't pause it and stop it and look at it. So I didn't take the time, but I wonder if that was really him, or I wonder who that was. Like, because it didn't look like Dumbledore.
But it make me wonder if that's why Dobby showed up.
Ah, because maybe
Because he
like
said he needed help, and he said, I came to help Harry Potter.
yeah, he did show up. So damn, maybe like Dobby used to be once human and now he's like stuck in this little elf man, like so maybe that he saw the human version of Dobby or something. Cause that was not Dumbledore
Because
in
I
that
ain't even
movie.
seen no person in damn time he held that thing up. I'm not even about to sit here and play with
Really?
you.
I saw
Not
Dumbledore.
one time.
The one time he held it up, Dumbledore wasn't there. The first time when he was back in his room or a room or something like that, Dumbledore was there. So Dumbledore shows up the first time. Second time, I don't think Dumbledore shows up. That third time, I think it's so maybe a human version of Dobby because that was not, it was not Dumbledore. So yeah, Dobby shows up. He's like, I'm here to save you. But of course, Harry being the person he is, and also the spell is wearing off. So he is becoming himself. His glasses are there and all that stuff, right? He's like, take Luna and everybody else away. And then that's when we realize that she's really being tortured for real, when they bring up the musical teacher and the dwarf, and she's like, asking questions. What was she asking him? I can't remember.
She was asking who? Harry?
No, what was she asking?
Hermione?
No, remember, I thought I could have sworn she called up the dwarf and because she cut
She
him on
was
the face.
asking him, how did she get the sword out of her safe?
Okay.
How did they steal the sword from me?
Got
Because that's why she tortured Hermione, because she was asking her the same
it.
thing. How did you
Right.
steal it
Where
from
you get it? Where you get
me?
this from? Where you get
Mhm,
this from?
mhm.
So
So, uh, you know,
Abby's like, meet me at the top of the stairs in 10 minutes. Rat two
10
comes up.
seconds.
10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, not 10 minutes, you're right. 10 seconds. He come down the stairs, they get him in there, they
Peter
go up.
Pettigrew, they shoot Peter Pettigrew in the booty.
Yep,
I
got him
feel like
good.
poop came out. I don't know. It looked like poop came out. It's just like, cause what was that stuff on the
That
wall?
black splatter. I was
Yeah,
like,
what was that? Like, is that
was that
poop?
blood or poop? You
I
know what?
think it
I
was.
went for blood. I went for blood, but you're right. That may have
It
been
looked like poop.
that been rat poop. They go up the stairs.
And he see Hermione getting Ron, see Hermione get tortured. So it's no more
Oh,
stealth game. It's
all
we
right.
going in guns blazing, and they do.
Right. No,
It's
you
a
ain't doing that.
shootout.
Oh, a real shootout. I
Damn,
mean,
and little big Draco was in shootout. Let it go, shootout. Let it go, shootout.
bah, 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 bah. Oh my God, he done collected all they wands. It's all, it's all like it's happening, but it's all kind of like still very maintained in a weird way. Like,
Yeah, Hermione is just out of it. She done. It's a wrap, But Dobby come back. They having a little moment here. Dobby. Oh, cause she got her by the neck.
She got her by the neck. Yes.
Bellatrix is about to slit her throat.
She's about to slit her throat because she like don't nobody move. Like, because I will slit this bitch's throat, and we all know she will. She ain't got she lethal with that knife, boy. She lethal with that knife. But
so Dobby up on the damn chandelier.
Yep.
Rando as hell.
Just unscrewing it. And they're like, what the hell?
And so, Dobby dropped the damn chandelier.
So she lets her go. Hermione goes that way. Yep.
And I love how she was like, how dare you try to kill your masters? He was like, Dobby didn't mean to kill, just maybe maim or seriously injure or hurt.
And then he said, Dobby is a free elf.
Oh yeah, because little big Draco mama tried to shoot him.
Yeah.
And he took her wand. And she, how dare you take a wizard's wand? And it's like, I really want to understand better the dynamics between wizards and elves, because it seems like there is a understanding of what they can and can't do, because Bellatrix could have just killed Dobby, but she's trying to put him in his place. And I'm trying to understand why she's having a conversation with him instead of like stupefying him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, literally stupefied. Like, what are you doing?
Or Sirius blacking him, because I still don't know what spell that is. That put out the green, because you notice that Dumbledore got the green too.
He do.
When he got killed, he got the green too. That green like light.
Yes.
So I don't know what that damn spell is. I mean, it's a death spell.
Definitely is. But
so Dobby's like, I'm a free.
Yes, and we have this beautiful moment where we like, hell yeah, Dobby, like it's great. It's like it is the overlay.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. This was the other character I knew was gonna die.
When she put a knife, and I was like, oh, it's coming with them. And I was like, they not, I'm just going through everybody in my head, and I'm like, it's Dobby. It's Dobby.
He just had his shining moment.
He just had his greatest moment.
Pattern from the last one. Dumbledore had a shining moment, and they killed him.
It fell right into.
That shit was messed up, man. That was not okay.
That was not okay.
That's why I stopped watching that movie that day. And I pushed it in the deep of my mind. I didn't even know that man. I didn't even know that little elf man. And I was sitting there crying.
It hurt. That one hurt. I
was crying before it even happened, because he had his little speech, and I don't remember seeing that part. And I'm listening to his speech like, oh, they about to kill Dobby. Like, damn.
Dobby's about
to. Now, this last movie gonna get me, because I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing either. I'm just scared it's gonna be Harry. Like, is Harry like?
I feel like he gonna die. He died in the book.
I feel like, is he gonna die while killing?
I thought he died in the book. Somebody died in the book.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Harry's gonna die while killing Voldemort.
I mean, I'm preparing myself for that. But luckily, Harry is not like my favorite. So
yeah. Yeah, I can't catch on to an all-time fave, like, other than like maybe just Snape, but it's really Alan Rickman.
But Hermione is the one. Like,
but yeah, like after this, like, I feel like Hermione really just was like, okay, like, girl, I've been kind of low-key standing for you this whole time, and like, I've been standing after the wrong ginger. Like, it's really you.
I just feel like I find that this movie really explained to me her emotions and how she is always. This movie was more about her than I can't say most people realize, because I'm the one late to the party.
Yeah.
But I think this movie is more about her in so many ways that weren't even dived into because she is a mudblood.
Mm.
And how did it make her feel to see that propaganda? How did it make her feel to watch that woman that is just like her be interrogated about how she got her wand and accused of being a thief because both of her parents are muggles? That movie, she had to walk away from her muggle parents to save them, only to be bombarded the whole movie about why she deserves to die and they do too.
Correct.
And then in the end, there is forever going to be a mark on her arm that say mudblood, that
Yep.
was put there by a woman that hates people who are half human.
Yep.
Like, this is gonna mess her up for the rest of her life if they don't support her like she's gonna need support. Because the moment I knew she was done was when Harry, which pissed me off because he should have known, and this just fucked up because how much she bounced back from the things that happened, is when Dobby was dying and
Uh,
Ron and Hermione was looking, and he was just like, Hermione, do
yeah, like, where's your
something.
bag? Where's your bag?
Where's
And
your
it's like,
bag? And she just like, man, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out of it. I'm done. Maybe I shouldn't be a wizard. Maybe I am just a mud blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, do
yeah,
you understand what's going on in her head right now? She just
yeah,
got tortured, not because of you, not because she fighting this fight. She got tortured because of who she is. And she works 10 times as hard as everybody else to say, I deserve to be here. And she didn't get tortured for no order, no Deathly Hallows, no Voldemort, no none of that. She got tortured because of who she is. That is terrible. And the fact that you glazed over that and still needed something from her is disgusting. Even in that sad moment, it
yep,
was disgusting.
yep.
Okay, I'm done now.
Hey, and I think this is no better reason to go into our movie quote. This no, and it's not some deep Dumbledore gem like thing that you can carry on in your life. It it's as real as anything that you would say in your real life. And it was said by Ron. We to Harry, we won't last 2 days without her.
Right.
And then the part that does, it's funny and it stings, and it's like when someone says what they really feel but they put a laugh out loud at the end. His laugh out loud was, but don't tell her that.
Right.
And it's like, but maybe if you fucking did, bro, maybe if y'all did, maybe everything that you just spoke about would give her just that much more of a, like the
I can
energy that,
relax.
yes,
When she
yes.
was when she was 11, she wanted to be told she was brilliant. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
used to be able to get with her with that.
Yep.
But now that's done. She wants to be told, "Thank you. We appreciate you.
Just a
We
simple
couldn't
thing.
do this without you."
We could never be here
I
without.
know I'm smart. I worked hard to be that way. I don't
I
need you
know
to
that
tell me
one.
that. But how about you tell me that you appreciate my existence and the things that I have given up to be here to do this and to help y'all?
And not
'Cause
and not ooh and not minimize me to some bullshit ass betrayal with, like take having an affair with uh, uh Harry, or like not being smart enough to understand that I need to keep us out of danger,
or
or
being mad that I broke your wand and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't. Even though the only reason why we even at this point is because of me. That part
ooh,
disgusted me as well.
ooh,
Those moments with Harry where he's so short with people,
yes,
especially with Hermione, because she does and has done so much for him, more for
mm-hmm,
Ron even, and that's why it's so easy for him to get it twisted.
yep, yep,
Those are the moments that bother me so much with Harry when he's so short with her. Of all people, not her.
not her,
How you
not,
mad? She tried to fix it. It's done though, isn't it? Oh, can
give
you
me
fix
yours,
it?
give me
Well, how
yours,
about you try to fix it then?
right,
You got a lot of nerve.
the chosen one,
Can't even fix your own damn wine. Can't even understand where the Horcruxes are or the Gryffindor sword is or nothing.
period.
But you gonna talk to me like that?
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
pleading, and I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to get him better as fast as I can. I will do it faster. You're not moving fast. Like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I'm motherfucking Hermione Granger.
Period.
This has have went somewhere else. This has
It
went
has,
somewhere else.
but we'll just say this. We'll just say this. We stand for you, Hermione. You are the one and the two baby girl. And man, oh man, am I so ready for part 2. Oh, but I'm sorry. Before we get into part 2, what happens after all that? Dobby dies.
Oh yeah.
Harry's like,
They have a funeral, a
bury him.
proper muggle funeral.
Yeah, they're like, let's do it the right way. Let's not do it with any magic. Let's do it the right way. And we see a profile of a deceased, peaceful, restful Dumbledore.
Oh, I knew it was Dumbledore as soon as they went showed the grave.
Yeah, because
Somebody
I was like, what is these stones that are moving around? Like, what's going on?
I guess they were trying to show the contrast of what a magical burial is
Yes.
versus what a normal
Yes.
is.
Yes. Oh, yes. You got it, baby. You're like, who's doing this? And what's happening?
I already knew. As soon as I saw them stones falling in such a disrespectful way, I said Voldemort that found Dumbledore's dang on grave and found the damn boo 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 wand.
Come on, man. And just like a power struck, like just.
Yeah.
The first thing you should have did was gave yourself a nose
and fix your fingernails because they real dark around the edges. They're real dark around the edges.
About that.
Like, I think you might have diabetes. For real.
Check your insulin levels. Oh. Man, I could only imagine being part of those times in 2010, having to wait a whole damn year for the next movie to come out.
No, don't want to do it.
I'm so happy to be in these times that we are. I could just go. The only reason we gotta not watch it straight through because we got a show.
Right.
Like, I mean, we can still I could have still watched it right after that and just went with it. But like, I want the realness of knowing every week. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. I can't believe we're there.
We're almost there. But next, wait, what?
All right.
Why is she drinking this big ass bottle of apple cider?
Is at the end? Is a jug of milk? I do not drink
milk.
I
thought it was a jug of milk, and I was about to say, "Ugh, you nasty." I was
about to say, that is gross. Yeah. That would be so gross. That would be
it's 10:00 at night drinking milk just like that. Ugh,
oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Well, so we have given the quote. We have talked about the movie. We have done movie news. We have got mad about how Hermione Granger is treated.
Yes.
Next week we will see if she acknowledges this and if this is expounded upon. Yeah, Toya, tell the people where they can find you.
Yo, you can find me at Latoya.
No, we can't drink no milk.
Yeah, Latoya Coates on the IG, point of view finder on the IG. As always, get your 10 pages a day over at Books We Should Have Read. Make sure you check out, we got some amazing things happening at Misfit Academics. In a Sentimental Mood is going to be on Tubi tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And, you know, like, you can watch In a Sentimental Mood. Like, it's an amazing, beautiful film. So make sure you check that out. Again, all you got to do is holler at my IG. You can get all this information, links in the bio, along my feed. Yeah.
Well, I'm Chevy the Superstar. Here on Twitch, I'm Essa Superstar on Instagram. You can follow me there and see stuff. We will see you guys next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Will we be finishing this Harry Potter series. We will be watching the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and we will be saying goodbye to
Oh,
little Big Draco.
my little big Draco, you're the cutest.
He'll be going back into his house, his closet.
Oh, right.
Closet is back there. All right, so say bye, little Big Draco.
Shout out
Bye,
to everybody that
guys.
came through today. Happy anniversary to us. We 1 year in, baby. Make sure you check this out, the rest out, and all of the other ones. Man, make sure you check out Crumpus because we're about to get back into our Christmas
Christmas,
bag, baby.
Christmas movies.
We're back into our Christmas bag.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, thank you, Stacy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.